What if your vote never truly counted? Not because of fraud at the polls, but because your mind was hacked long before you even clicked a candidate. Welcome to Curell Case Files, where we expose the hidden truths behind the headlines. Today's story is unlike anything we've covered before. In an age where online voting is expanding and swing states decide the future of our nation, a disturbing reality has surfaced. An algorithm, developed in secret, capable of steering public opinion on a massive scale. And it was deployed not by a foreign power, but from within the US government itself. It started with a leak, a flash drive, anonymous emails, and one whistleblower willing to risk it all. Buried within pages of encrypted files was a chilling blueprint, a classified AI tool, custom designed to nudge the outcome of elections, not by changing votes, but by changing minds. Through search results, through ads, through your very social feed. Could a hidden algorithm be manipulating the very essence of our democracy? This story takes us behind the scenes of the most powerful surveillance tool you've never heard of, tracing its origins, understanding its devastating reach, and following the dangerous path of the whistleblower who dared to expose it. We'll uncover how targeted data collection turned swing states into algorithmic battlegrounds. We'll explore the haunting question of how far governments will go to preserve power in the name of national security, and at what cost. Stay with us as we explore the AI that rigged democracy. It began in a cybersecurity lab under contract with a federal intelligence branch, officially labeled a behavioral analysis AI for voter sentiment tracking. Unofficially, it was trained on terabytes of personal data, online purchases, political posts, even private messages, all scraped from millions of unsuspecting Americans. The A, nicknamed Echo 7, was never supposed to go public. It wasn't designed to tamper with votes directly. Instead, it was programmed to shift voter intent. One search result here, one targeted ad there. The goal? Subtle influence over undecided voters in swing states like Wisconsin, Arizona, Pennsylvania. Our source? A senior-level data analyst. We'll call them Riley. After noticing unusual back-end queries and off-the-books patch deployments, Riley began archiving everything: logs, models, access records. Their fear grew with every update. Echo 7 was evolving, faster than anyone expected. The flash drive Riley smuggled out contained more than just lines of code. It revealed how Echo 7 was fed psychographic data from social media APIs and government surveillance programs. It clustered users into emotional profiles, then launched micro-targeted nudges, memes, stories, fake reviews, optimized to plant seeds of doubt or loyalty. The documents outlined a three-phase operation. Engagement phase, increase emotional content in feeds. Shift phase, alter exposure to political information. Anchor phase, reinforce behavior through community manipulation. The operation didn't require hacking machines. It hacked people. One chilling discovery. In 2020, the AI had simulated over 3 billion voter interaction scenarios. Real-time feedback loops refined its approach by the hour, and it worked. Internal audits, hidden within the files, showed predicted turnout shifts of up to 3.2% in targeted counties. In states decided by margins thinner than a strand of hair, 3% isn't just influence, it's control. If these projections are true, Echo 7 didn't just experiment with democracy, it quietly overrode it. Political experts argue this crosses an invisible line. It's not just manipulation, it's algorithmic coercion. Yet others claim that the data was used legally, pointing out that tech companies use similar tools every day. But this wasn't a product, it was a weapon. Echo 7's actions weren't random. The documents revealed directives approved by high-level officials. Names were redacted, but job titles were not, raising questions that go all the way to the White House. After the leak, Riley went dark. Encrypted emails hinted at surveillance, phones tapping into airplane mode, strange cars idling outside their home. One contact wrote, "You were right, they know, go now." Friends vanished. A former colleague was reportedly detained during a routine security check. Riley, fearing for their life, fled the country, communicating only through a VPN-connected satellite line. Their last transmission to our team was short: "If I disappear, the truth doesn't." The Department of Homeland Security denied any knowledge of Echo 7. But soon after, a Senate Oversight Committee held a closed-door meeting. No transcript. No attendees publicly acknowledged their presence. Major media outlets labeled the story as conspiracy, citing lack of verifiable sources. But independent cybersecurity firms backed the data's legitimacy. Civil liberty groups erupted, demanding investigations. Hashtags like AlgorithmGate and Echo 7 files flooded social media. And quietly, reforms began appearing. Restrictions on federal use of psychological AI, scrutiny of social media partnerships, but no official acknowledgement, no names, no justice. The Echo 7 case isn't isolated. From Cambridge Analytica to Russian bot farms, digital manipulation has escalated into a new arms race. But this was domestic, legal, and buried in bureaucracy. What happens when the power to influence is wielded not by voters, but by code? How do we rebuild trust in online voting systems? Experts warn that AI tools like Echo 7, if unregulated, could evolve into autonomous campaign machines, running entire elections with no oversight. And with elections becoming increasingly digital, what's to stop another version from emerging under a new name? Today, we've explored a story that blurs the line between innovation and control. A whistleblower risked everything to reveal how an algorithm was used to steer our democracy. Swing states became the digital battlegrounds of a silent war. And Echo 7 wasn't some foreign hack. It was born from within, nurtured by secrecy, and fed by our own data. We may never know the full extent of its influence. The files were incomplete, the truth obscured, but the implications remain chilling. This isn't just a case of political tampering. It's a warning that in the age of artificial intelligence, democracy is no longer just a matter of counting votes, but of controlling thoughts. So, where do we go from here? Transparency must replace secrecy. Laws must catch up with algorithms, and we, the people, must demand accountability from those who govern in our name. Because once trust is lost in democracy, it's not easily recovered. If this episode made you question what you thought you knew, subscribe to Curell Case Files. Our investigations never stop at the surface. Like, share, and comment below. Do you think AI should be used in political campaigns at all? Or have we already crossed a line we can't uncross? This is Curell Case Files. Until next time, stay curious, stay aware, and never stop asking questions.